On the other side of this makeshift pedal board, we have the new range of effects pedals from Jim Hagemann from Hawaii in the United States. Let's see how they sound. Welcome back, folks. This is Shane. You are listening to the Jim Hagemann pedals made in Hawaii in the USA. Let's take a look. The Squish is a compressor, and not only can you get really musical clean tones, it can also work as a boost, giving you up to 17 dB of gain thanks to this level control. The phase pedal is, it's a phaser, 2 controls, yet again, depth and speed. And this is an OTA based 2-stage phaser circuit, and it has really low distortion and a wide bandwidth. Probably my favorite pedal out of all of these is the Boost. This boost circuit will give you up to 19 dB of gain, and it's not only just a full range clean boost, but it's also a treble boost thanks to this button over here. Now, the Distort is not a clone of anything else. It's a completely new 4-transistor overdrive circuit. While it says overdrive, I think it's more of a distortion pedal, kind of toes the line depending on where you have the actual drive control. Now, if you have the drive control down and the level up, you can get up to 20 dB of maximum gain, which is pretty sweet. On the end of the board, we have a fuzz pedal. This is the Hagemann Fuzz, and this is a modified and corrected version of the classic 2-transistor fuzz face. Also has a buffered tone control. All of the pedals on this board can run at 9 volts, but they can also handle up to 15. Now, the enclosure design is quite a bit different. It has this plate on the bottom that can be screwed into a piece of wood. Now, Jim sent this out on this slab of wood, which was fantastic, but you can, of course, just Velcro them to a board if you so choose. Firstly, a massive thank you to Jim Hagemann for sending these out for the review. I really appreciate it. A couple of months back, I reviewed one of his valve or tube-based pedals. If you missed that, I'll link it up in the cards and you can take a look at that. That's more of a premium sort of price. These ones are way more affordable and, in my opinion, are probably accessible by the majority of people looking for a serious pedal. I'll give you my thoughts about these at the end. If you want to find out more about them, links will be on screen and in the description below. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Today I'm playing the Volavasti electric guitar. We're going to start with some single coils and then go over to some humbuckers in just a moment. We're going into the Marshall DSL 40CR amplifier on the clean channel. And this is how that sounds. Here we go, both pickups. All right, compressor on. This is where I had it set in the intro. Let's see how well it does for that funky sort of stuff. And back on. So you can set the level as loud as you like, and you can set the amount of compression. Very usable, even with both of them at 1 o'clock. And that's going to be a reoccurring thread throughout this video, is just how usable these pedals are. And now over to the phaser pedal. Let's take a listen to this. So I've got everything maxed out, and it's not too much. I really like it where it's set right now. Let's take a listen. Let's try it now with the compressor in front of it. Beautiful. Let's take a listen to the clean boost now, going into the clean channel to begin with. Now this pedal can be used either as a treble booster or a clean boost. I've currently got it set with the tone button in, which makes it sound a whole lot bigger and fatter. Here we go. That's the clean tone. Pedal on. Yeah. And now with the tone button out. Let's try that on the drive channel of the amplifier now, because I think these shine when you've got a little bit of dirt on your tone. Here we go, bridge pickup. And this is the treble boost mode. Woo! Man, that's cool. And now back to the regular clean boost mode. Yeah, very nice. Back to the clean channel of the amplifier. Let's give the distort pedal a go. This is how it sounds clean. Everything at 3 o'clock, so it's cranked. Quite a gnarly sound, that one. Now with the boost. Yeah, it's very different from my kind of sound, but it's cool. Up next, we're taking a look at the fuzz pedal. Interestingly enough, there's no gain control, just level and tone. I'm also going to start with my volume control just up from off, so most of the way down. Here we go. Now with the volume all the way up, let's take a listen. Yeah, so that's with the boost, the phaser, and the fuzz on all at the same time. Thanks for watching, folks. My name's Shane. I'm going to give you my thoughts about each of these effects, but firstly, a massive thank you to Jim Hagemann for sending these out for the review. I'm going to give you my thoughts about this range of pedals. My favorite, hands down, would be the boost. That clean boost rocks, as well as the treble boost option. Both are very musical. So if you've got a favorite overdrive or dirt channel on an amplifier or another effect that does dirt, distortion, or overdrive, whatever, this will boost it in a really musical way. I like both settings, and I think even with the humbuckers, having just the treble booster really sung. You get really great, clean, just enhanced tones without any mud. So overall, that's a really great effect. I really like the phaser, even though it did drop the volume slightly. I thought it's very musical, it's very subtle, but it works really well. So I did like that. I didn't try it in the effects loop, but you can absolutely run stuff like this through the effects loop. The distortion and fuzz were both a whole lot of fun. That asymmetrical kind of clipping, which means it's that uneven sort of clipping, it's a little harsher sounding, worked really well. Although it does like an overdrive to distortion, I would still consider this a distortion pedal just based on what I was hearing in the room. And we get a fuzz, which was great. Now, I'm not the biggest fuzz fan in the world, but I gotta tell you, I really enjoyed it, and you could hear it in the mix, not only in the intro track, but it sounded great just isolated as well. So overall, in terms of a fuzz, this is really good. And that brings me to my sort of favorite / least favorite pedal on the board, which is the compressor. This has a pretty high noise floor. It's the only one out of all the pedals that had that noise floor. So just keep that in mind. I found like even if I turned the level and squish down off camera, it still sounded like there was a lot of sort of noise going on behind it. I just wanted to mention that in case you're thinking of getting a compressor. I don't know if this is just the one that I've got, but it's worth pointing out, and you probably heard it in the video as well. But in terms of how it feels to play, it feels great, and then you can also stack it into the other pedals as a boost, so that's really cool. It's got a lot of output. I think it's a really hot sort of signal, which might be the reason why there's a bit of that extra noise floor there, because it is pushing a whole lot of volume. A massive thank you to Jim Hagemann again for sending these out for the review. Links will be in the description below. Thanks again. Catch you soon. See ya.